some results of my very episode.
Eight.
That many? 7. I hear it exists, but I don't believe it.
No, that was our crazy wild one.
Joda, Kat,
Joda and Kat.
our guest, didn't show up today, so
So it's just us.
for now,
It's okay.
for now.
We can talk our our
Service.
faces off, yeah. And we got a lot of stuff actually that's kind of going on that we can talk about.
we haven't did an episode in a minute because of we'll say weather and health.
True.
So what's been happening? Anything?
Well, you tagged me in some stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get to see it?
I did. I got to see it. It honestly doesn't really surprise me.
Right.
But and if people don't know, I guess I missed it, and then you came back and tagged me.
Yeah, you guys were out of town, right?
Oh, that's right. That's what it was. We were out of town. So apparently there was a gentleman that got on a horse.
Statue of horse.
Statue
At a
of a
local
horse.
business.
Yes, at a local business here in Franklin County. And
He was asked to get down and he beat the guy up. But then they show video and it's not quite exactly that nonchalant.
I mean, there was just more to it than first was let on.
Yeah. And the place that reported it kind of apologized and reposted it and said that they just kind of put what the police told them. They left out the part that there was big racial tension and yada, yada, yada.
Yeah, the N-word was used.
Yeah, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, it was in Christopher
It was.
last week.
Yeah.
35-year-old guy from, I think, Chicago. I don't know if he's from Chicago or just what it said in the report. And he was a black man, and he was in Franklin County, so the person that yelled at him probably was, white. And it was pretty hateful.
Yeah.
Pretty damn hateful. But the real sad part is that dude's life's probably fucked up now.
So I never did follow up. Did you do any kind of follow up?
No, I just seen I haven't in a couple of days, but I did see that he got like a class 3 felony. So he's probably gonna fuck his life, and from what I seen, I don't think he deserves that. I don't know his name or anything. I didn't catch none of that.
I want to say the black dude his name was like Mr. Wood, I believe.
Could be.
And then I don't know the owner of the business.
Somebody actually posted it on the thing, but I can't think what his name was.
I pass that shop all the time. I've never stopped or anything.
What is it, like a Western shop or something?
It's like a saddle. I think
Okay, that's why they have
saddles there or something.
Statue of horse.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Just when you read it and it was like statue, it was all like, I'm picturing like, Lincoln sitting there or something, and he's
Right.
up there disgracing America.
Right.
Or something,
Well,
and it was like,
Well, and like when I went through and read some of the comments, and they were just kind of all over the place, but for what it was, I just don't think that it could have been handled in such a more friendly way.
Yeah.
I mean, would I have been mad? Because somebody mentioned insurance, and if he failed, he would have gotten sued because it was the business owner's property, and there was a lot to it. Or what if the guy broke the statue that he had paid money? That would piss me off.
true, but that's a whole nother thing now.
It is. It's just the way. Yes, that's not what happened. What happened was, what escalated this is the anger,
Hatred.
that came out, and the words that were used.
Yeah.
That is what that is. It's not about insurance and no.
No, not at all. mean, that's part of the reason why.
Well, I'm going to tell you about the FC. It's a little different than, for real.
Oh, I know.
A little different
I know.
than the surrounding counties. And
That's why I've never been a huge fan or anything, but I've never really had issues or anything. Just it's always seemed weird to me. That's probably part of it.
well, I don't hear it all the time, but people in a lot of bars, and that's just me as a bartender. That's all I have to go by.
Right.
And it's just so easily looked over. It's just part of everyday language, and nobody really says anything. But I don't like that word.
It kind of shocks me right here. People just use it like there was a night here. I think it was your birthday party. That D brought in a girl with him from Kentucky, and they were sitting there talking or whatever, and just in conversation, and she just blurted out the N-word, and I was kind of like, oh wow, I wasn't expecting that in a civilized room or anything, but yeah, it sure flew out.
Well,
Kentucky.
well, I've actually, so I see this a lot too, and it's, and I won't name any names, but I will say that I've had customers come in and very friendly to people who have children that are mixed.
Right.
And the grandparents or whatever, and they're talking and whatever, all friendly, buy beers all night long. But as soon as that person's gone, and one in particular, and they had to shut him down, said, "Oh, isn't their granddaughter a little baby?" Like that's what they called the little girl.
Wow.
A little baby. And I'm like, are you shitting me right now? I was like, oh my God, you've been buying that person's beer all night long,
Yeah. Just waiting for him to leave so you can be.
Yeah. I've had that happen with one of my best friends. She dates I don't know if I think he's mixed. I don't know if he's all black, half black. What, I have no idea. But and her grandchildren are mixed.
Yeah.
And they might be friendly to her face, but as soon as she's gone, even just
Yeah.
that word comes flying out. And how can I look at you and not know? What if I look at you? I don't know if you have mixed people in your family, or if you've got a mixed kid, or
Two of them.
I mean, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. My kid's mom, her dad's black. She moved here in I think right before high school. So she went to Thompsonville High School, and here she is. You couldn't tell. She looks white as you and I. And so her and her brother and her sister, who all had the same mom and dad, had to go to Thompsonville High School. And they like made an agreement not to tell people.
Wow.
So they had to hear all kinds of racist bullshit all the time, right to their face.
Oh,
because
right on.
They just
And
kind of
let's see,
kept it
that
to themselves.
Thompsonville, that would be still Franklin
Yeah.
County.
Yep.
Yeah. So I've got, in my family, I think we've talked about this before, but I have an uncle who's from Syria.
Okay.
Sefu, he passed away last year. And
Sefu.
yes, and I've got his daughter is my cousin. Her name's Maha.
No.
And my mother's sister is who married Sefu, so her name's Brenda. Right?
So where's Maha at?
She lives in Macanda. She has a house there. And she grew up in Benton. She grew up
Oh,
here. And her dad worked at the coal mine. Her mother's a nurse, and she's a nurse. Mama's a nurse, and Brenda's a nurse. And they're my family. And whenever the stuff was going down, like a few years back with Syria, because she was born in Benton, so she talks just like I do, and same mannerisms, and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And you know they celebrated Christmas, and she grew up just like everybody else. You know what I mean. But her dad was from Syria, um, so and she actually went to Syria.
How'd she like that?
I think she was in. I want to say I could be wrong, but I want to say she was like in the 8th grade when she went.
Okay.
And I just remember her not liking any of the food.
What do they even eat in Syria?
Like goat intestines and shit.
Oh.
You know? Some of it, I mean, some of it's good.
Let's
Hummus.
see what the top.
Like my Aunt Brenda makes the best hummus I think I've ever tasted
What is?
in my life.
What even is hummus?
It's chickpeas.
Cheese? Oh, okay. Oh, I thought it was cheese.
No. No, it's really good.
Top Syrian dishes. Kibbeh,
I don't know.
mahama, falafel. I've been wondering what a falafel
a
is.
falafel. That is. Oh, those they're so good. It's vegetarian. There's no meat in it.
Middle Eastern street food, it says. Track back to ancient Egypt. It's a staple of cuisine. Well, what is it? Deep fried balls or patties made of chickpeas or fava beans.
Oh, falafels.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and they
Sometimes
usually have like
both.
a tzatziki sauce or like a white
Ooh,
sauce.
that's always good.
Yeah.
I like gyro. Ain't that what they got on that?
Yeah.
Tzatziki.
Yeah. So yeah, I just remember like, and I always thought that was really odd, that she was like, yeah, my dad's from Turkey, but it was just to avoid a bunch of hate.
Yeah, I don't blame her.
You know. So, and you know, and I've also heard those kind of comments. You know, oh, he's just a sin. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Say that word. And with, I heard this one time.
Now I grew up and that was just like everyday said stuff. I mean, that was like, I'm not trying to bastardize my aunts, uncles, mom, dads, or anything like that, but it wasn't like frowned upon to say anything like that.
Oh, yeah, same.
So I mean, if you're from the Middle East or something, you know, you're a saying.
Yes. Yeah.
And I mean, it was not even,
Right.
it was nothing.
Right. No, that's true.
It was nothing.
Well, that's just, I mean, that's just like with any really derogatory term. You know, and we talked about this too because I didn't know, and I'm going to say the word, but I didn't know Eskimo was.
Yeah, what was it? Did we ever look it up?
No, I thought you were the one that told me
I
that it was
was.
derogatory.
I was, but I don't remember what it meant now.
Yeah, and I was like, really? And I was like, well, I don't know. I wouldn't know what to call him. I guess you could
Is
just.
Eskimo a derogatory slur?
Yeah. Being politically correct, if it's constantly changing, you know.
True meaning of Eskimo. Here we are slurring it. The word Eskimo is considered offensive by many Inuit and Yupik people. So I'm assuming those are.
The Eskimos? No, I'm kidding.
She dropped an E-bomb.
I dropped it. Oh. I don't know. I hate to give up that word. Just like Indian, I hate to give up that word.
Dude, I ain't said that word in a long time. I ain't said that in decades unless I'm talking about somebody from India.
Yeah, like you say Native American.
Yeah. Because I know a family that's Native American. I asked them, I was like, does it offend you that they call you Indians and you're not? And they were like, no, because we are Indians. We're American Indians. That's all right. Okay. I'll give you that.
Well, on the signs going out to Arizona, on the signs it said Indian reservations. It didn't say
Yeah.
Native American reservations. It
Yeah.
said Indian reservations. So I mean, if it can't be that, I mean, it can't be politically correct and still have big billboards saying
Yeah.
Indian
I guess they still go by it. So that's what. It's just funny. What if a boy was looking for like China? Would we call them the Chinese now? Would we call Native Americans Chinese?
No.
Because they thought they was going to India, and they thought they hit India when they hit here. So that's why they call them Indians. So America got in the way.
So, our thoughts on that. It was really so fucked up. But then also on the table of Kit Kats, we've got a lot of hate, and it's weird because so we're having a drag show, right? And
In this weekend?
it's Friday. It's on Valentine's Day.
Drag show Kit Kats on Valentine's.
Yeah, and
Get
I'm,
VD.
yes, VD, yes, Valentine's Day. But we decided to go ahead and do that, and we thought Valentine's Day would be perfect. Bring your significant other, or if you don't have one, what a perfect way to celebrate Valentine's Day is at a drag show. And the first drag show that we did here, we didn't hear a peep out of anybody. There was no hate, anything. I don't know if it just didn't get out.
Right, probably they didn't know enough.
And we didn't advertise it enough. But this second go around, it just blew up. We got a lot of hate. Holy cow.
Free press.
Yeah. Yeah. But and the way I think about it, and even some of my friends drag show's not their thing. They're not down. And that's fine, but they're not on my shit like screaming that we're grooming children. Like, oh my God, some of the
How? When it's a 21.
Oh man, some of the comments were just outrageous. Yeah, they said we were grooming children.
What do people think happens at a drag show?
They probably don't have any
I
idea.
mean, you're right. It's like lip syncing and dress up. I don't know what they think happens. Like it's a big sex thing. It's not what happens.
Yeah, I don't know.
At least not the ones I've been to.
And like what you said, like dressing up and lip syncing or whatever. Just men dressing up as women or women dressing up as men. Are they not fans of fucking Saturday Night Live or any
Right.
show
Right.
that
Probably not.
Kids in the Hall? Well,
Probably
Kids in the
not.
Hall is different because I think they're all gay.
I don't think they all were, but
Which
don't
Google that because I'm not sure.
I know the one.
Because I never cared if they were or not, so I didn't ever look it up. I'm pretty sure Scott is. He's I don't know if like
Sexuality of the Kids in the Hall cast. I don't know what else to ask. How many kids in the hall are there?
I really don't know.
I know the one is for sure.
Scott Thompson. That's who I.
don't
If
know,
I was
'cause I
gonna,
don't
if I
know.
was gonna bet, it would be Scott Thompson.
I know that Scott Thompson is openly gay. That's the first sentence. I don't know anything about the others. Scott's the only one that's openly gay.
Oh, really? The rest of them?
Yeah.
Oh, well then there you go. There you go. That proves my point. Well, you don't fucking watch Kids in the Hall?
Dave Foley's been married for some time with kids.
Oh yeah, Dave Foley. Oh my God, he's so cute. With the big crack in between his teeth.
He was on a show there for a minute with Joe Rogan. News Radio?
Oh yeah, he was.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Joe Rogan said he's really good. Like, they would put the script out, and like he would take the script and go like kind of rewrite it. He said he'd bring it back and it'd be funnier. So
Oh well, yeah.
so he said he definitely is fucking
Yeah, comedic genius.
good at that shit.
I didn't know he was gay. I think that's cool that I didn't know. I never cared.
Right, that's saying it.
But yeah, so
This is what I'll always remember from. I'm squashing your head.
I'm crushing your head.
So yeah, but yeah, I grew up on Kids in the Hall, which that was founded by the SNL guy, Lorne Michaels.
Oh, right on.
He was the producer or whatever of that too. So
Right on. So these are all men dressing up as women.
yeah, they probably didn't watch Kids in the Hall either. Though.
Yeah, but I'm sure they watch Saturday Night Live.
Probably not now.
Or like any show, any kind of entertainment, you know? Jesus. It's like they're, why are they so mad about it?
I'm pretty sure they had a little bit of cross dressing on Hee Haw.
Did they?
I think so. It's kind of fuzzy memory there.
Oh,
but
well, you know what? They did have cross-dressing on the Beverly Hillbillies because the guy who played Jethro Bodine, he also played the sister, Jethro's sister. It was the same dude, just in drag.
MASH.
MASH. Oh, yeah. MASH.
Jamie
Klinger.
Farr. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, what the fuck is the problem? I don't know. We got a lot of hate this time around. It was it was a little shocking for me, especially since they were like, we're going to boycott your business. And
I seen somebody said they're going to bring a megaphone and shut it down.
yes, that, and you know, I deleted his mother from my Facebook because I was thinking, shit, you raised that kid. What the fuck? But anyway,
Did you know him or whatever?
I didn't know him, but I knew his mom. But yeah, and then I found out some stuff after that, and then I was just like, I ain't even doing that shit, and I deleted it, deleted her off my page, and was gonna talk to JD about deleting Braxton off of the Kit Kat's page because everything we post, he angry faces it and then and is like,
Why be a part of it then?
yeah, I mean, God, just go live your life. Like, just go live your life. This is not for you.
Right.
So don't come. But that doesn't mean you have to stop other people that enjoy it from coming, you know, and do, like, it's just ridiculous. I don't know. I don't know what the problem is.
Yeah, no doubt.
So, yeah, I'm going to have a good time. Whenever I was at the last drag show, I did a hollered woo a lot.
Woo! Woo, 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 woo.
And I got embarrassed a couple times. I had such a good time. I did get embarrassed.
What'd you get embarrassed for?
Because I crushed out, you know how I crush out. So I crushed out on a few, and
Queens.
yeah, and
So if it goes the other way, is it a drag king?
yeah. But the guy that I crushed out on, he's a guy, and he's a guy. He's not dressed as a woman, so he's just out there dancing and
Yeah.
he's performing is all he's doing, you know. But I had a couple crushes. I crushed out on a drag king, and he did all country songs, and he didn't look like anybody that I would crush out on, but the confidence
Yeah.
was there, and cute face, and come up and, oh my God, he come up in between my legs, and he was just all like on me, and I had a good time. Kind of embarrassed me a little bit. I was like, oh, you know.
I might know who that is. What color was the hair?
Wait, his name's Justin Sider. That's his.
I don't.
Get it? Ha ha ha.
Justin Sider. Just left her.
But yeah, I crushed out on, and I wouldn't have thought that I would have, but the performance was so good that I just fell into it, got into it with them. You know what I mean? And I like that. That's fun.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know. And then Gabe, he was one of the first performers that showed up,
performers were here that time, you know?
There was quite a few that time. I don't think there's going to be that many this time on Friday. There was quite a few. They were raising money for Kai to go to Texas, is what they were doing that first go around. So, but this time there's not going to be as many performers, but it's still going to be a great show. I'm sure, because we had such a good time. And yeah, and then so that's Friday night, and then the next night we've got Skylar. So
Is that the Mike Casandra was talking about?
is it the Space Boy?
The EDM or whatever?
It is the EDM.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's another thing. So tonight, later, my friend Talia is going to come, and I kind of turned her on to the Pixel Whip,
Yeah.
which is a flow, flow toy. And she ordered one. She ordered a few flow toys. I did too.
Wheels Girl, right?
Yeah. And they haven't came in the mail yet, but she and I are going to do like a 20 to 30 minute workout. That's a lot.
Oh, man.
A 20-minute workout.
Shit, doing anything in 20 minutes, that's a long time.
It is. And she's really good at that stuff. She's done it since she was a little girl, and she's danced since she was a little girl. And I kind of reached out to her. I thought she might be interested in doing something like that. And when I talked to her, and she was like, yeah, let's do it. And it really hasn't, we haven't advertised, it hasn't took off yet, but it's very laid back, and we are just working out the kinks right now. So
Kinky.
it is kind of kinky. It's kind of kinky here and there. So it's very laid back. We're gonna do the 20-minute workout. We'll stretch and prepare, and then we'll do the 20-minute workout, and then we'll get out our flow toys. And that sounds so it sounds so dirty, doesn't it?
A little bit.
But
The whips and
and we play around with those, and that's a workout on its own.
oh, I bet.
And it's so funny because I was sending her songs. So have you heard of, and this is not the 70s group, but have you heard of The Who? It's like the throat singing Mongolian.
And they're called The Who?
Yes, but H-U.
Oh, I was like, how'd they get away with that? No.
No?
I know what you're talking about, though, throw singing.
Okay. They're so fucking awesome, right?
Really?
And they're like super hardcore. It's like you're fucking going into battle kind of shit. It's like really
yeah, I gotcha.
tribal
Yeah, I gotcha.
battle. I feel like I need a battle axe and just
Is it like
warrior.
long
It
stuff?
is. They do have that. So I looked up, and then I was shocked to find out. I looked up dancing to The Who, H-U, on YouTube, and I ended up finding some belly dance fusion to The Who. And I was wanting to do some Pixel Whip fused in there, and I sent it to Talia. I was like, hear me out. This is going to be different. It's going to be weird. But it's something that I would like to do if you can help me work on a routine. Because, like I said, she does that kind of stuff. And it might not be her shit.
Right. Might not be your
But-
jam.
Might not be her shit, but she's still going to be able to help with, different moves. And transitioning from one move to another, she'll know how to do that kind of stuff. Because she, like I said, she's been dancing since she was a little girl.
Who
And
hasn't
so-
danced since I was a little kid?
So I reached out to her, and so we're going to do that. And like I said, that's a workout after. And I'm going to have flow toys up here for people to use. If
Bring
they
your
don't,
hand
if they
sanitizer.
don't have their own. And then they can practice and get the feel of it.
The flow, even?
Because I started out with poi balls, and I kept popping myself in the face and head with them.
Kept
and
having balls in her face. back to the drag show.
I did keep having balls in my face. Trying to be serious over here. No, am I ever really though serious? No, but I did.
It's overrated.
So I tried to do the poi ball and I kept hitting myself in the face with it. So I saw that pixel whip. And I also tried the hula hoop.
Yeah, I was gonna say that earlier. But
And I did a small one and I couldn't get it going. But I think Casandra said she even brought a big one, or she has a big one.
I bet she does.
Well, she did get called a man in one of those hate things they called Cassandra a man. I did too. I got called a trans.
Trans man.
It's like, want to see my vagina?
I am what I eat, and I eat trans fats all fucking day.
Shit. No, but and then the pixel whip. I saw that and I was like, yeah, I'm down with the pixel whip. And I would also like to do the wings. Those light up wings, because I think I could do that too. But anyway, so we play around with those, and then I'm gonna try to get some sort of fusion pixel whip, belly dancing, tribally, something to the Who, and we're gonna put it on. Well, we might put it on our channel because we can upload other things besides the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
So I can put it there, and if somebody wants to search for it, because I didn't see anything, when I searched for flow, most of it is like EDM kind of stuff, or even more groove loungy kind of songs, nothing really heavy. But if I was whenever I do flow, like I do Pussifer, Deftones.
Of course, I would think
Danzig.
Deftones would be pretty good at it, man, because they got a nice atmospheric.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I think that'd be pretty good.
Anything Maynard too. But then that Who, I was like, that would be. I could see doing that. I could do that. So, but I got to figure it out. We're gonna practice around and figure it out. And then that's just like I said. That's a workout on its own. Separate. But
Can you do a hula hoop?
I couldn't when Cassandra brought it.
You didn't have one as a kid or anything?
I did.
Did you?
I used to do them all the time. I just could not get it to keep going around and around. And it almost like made me sad. It made me sad.
I never could do it. I grew up on a street that was just loaded with girls. And so I tried all kinds of like twirling. I actually was pretty decent at twirling. But yeah, I tried all kinds of fucking girly shit just because, well, not girly shit, but
Right.
what's the ball where you pick up the jacks and shit?
Oh, yeah.
I'd like got into that for a little bit, and I was like, oh shit, this is actually fun.
Yeah.
This is real fun.
Yeah. I played that with my brother.
What's it called?
Jacks.
Jacks, okay. I was all like jumping jacks, no.
It's just jacks. Yeah. And
That thing where you put like the lemon on your leg.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. A skip.
Yeah, Skippy-Doo or something.
like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Skippity boo boss. I like Adam Sandler.
I think it's like skip-bo. I don't know. Yeah, I did that too. And did you do like double dutch with the?
No, I never really got into that. But I don't think they did either. They were all white girls.
Oh. Well, I did.
Oh.
I did. Yeah, I liked double dutch. And then yeah, I used to hula hoop all the time. I could hula hoop. I've got my hips are bigger than my waist. You know what I mean? Like I should be able
Right.
to. But
I couldn't
get
keep it
together.
going, dude. Like go around like half the time and just fall.
Yes.
Like how do you do this?
That was really upsetting me that I could not do it. It was really upsetting me.
Whenever I was like 4th grade through 6th grade, like every Friday night, I was at the skating rink. And like I wasn't a great skater, but I could skate, very well. And I went like a few years ago.
My grandma owned a skating rink.
What's the name of the skating rink?
Bit in Skateland. It was
Okay.
north of town.
Okay.
Yeah, it was tore down like in the 80s. But I could skate before I could.
I always went to Emery Brothers and Marion there by the cemetery.
Oh yeah, I love Emery
years ago for like a kid's party that was like, I don't know if it was a nephew or something. Fuck, dude, I got skates on the shit and I stood there and I was all like, I don't know how to get going. Like, how did I used to do this? And I fucking busted my ass.
Did you?
Yeah, and then like another lady there fell and broke her arm instantly.
Oh, yeah.
I was all like, okay, I'm not gonna do this.
Yeah, I was at a birthday party and as soon as they got onto the floor, their ankle cracked and she laid on the, I was standing right next to her and she goes, my ankle's broke inside the skate. And I was like, are you shitting me? And she was like, no, it's broke.
I'll have to cut that fucker out.
And it was, her ankle was broke inside the skate. And she was older. I just went right on it, but I do know what you mean. Like, I wouldn't want to go at this age and fall.
I did. I fell straight back and busted, hit my head.
We're at break a hip age right
yeah,
now. You know, so I don't want to do that. I don't have time for any broken bones.
Right.
You know, that would screw everything up. But the last time I did go skating, I just jumped on the skates and took off just like normal. You know.
I couldn't get the idea in my head on how to push off.
Really?
Yeah, I was like,
I went backwards. I was going sideways.
I never did learn how to skate backwards, and like, I would have little girls come up to me all the fucking time and ask to be the couple skate with them. But I couldn't skate backwards, so I'm always like, you know, I didn't want to be the dork that like stood beside them, like, you know. So I was like, no.
Really? Was that the dork move?
I guess.
I would have said I'll skate backwards if you don't know how.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's plenty of people that just hand in hand and skate around, but I was like 10, like, only pulling out some fucking moonwalking backwards shit or something. I don't know what I was thinking, but
Huh. Joda, did you lose weight?
maybe,
Your face looks thinner.
maybe,
I think so.
maybe I got fatter.
No, your face looks thin. Your jawline looks. Well, at least it won't be that picture. You know, we're gonna make a magnet out of that picture.
Have at it. Fucking scared mice away.
Slap it up there
That's
on
a
the side of
horrible
the cooler.
picture.
I know. I think it's the worst picture you probably got. Fuck. But yeah, yeah, it does. Your face looks thinner. Have you been trying to lose weight?
I've not been trying to gain weight. I'm always trying to lose weight, but I don't know, you know, I don't know how far in depth I get into that. I do a lot of shit at work, so probably using it up. I go nonstop for like the first 5 hours. And just
Yeah.
short bursts. Going here, going here, going here.
Yeah. Yeah, we were really busy Saturday.
What was
and
going on Saturday?
We had there was a polar ride.
It was a polar whip. It was like, like on bikes.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
And we got here a little bit before 11, and then it was like 2 a.m. when we left. So, and our bartender too, which was Jennifer. You met Jennifer. So, yeah, by the end of that, we were, oh my God, we were hurting. That was a long day, and we did a lot of food sales. I smelled like a greasy kitchen. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Because I was back there forever, for a long, long time, and I did a lot of food prep back there.
What was the specials? What was the food special Saturday?
Let's see, we did.
That fucking war pig sandwich looks delicious.
We get a lot of compliments on it. Do you know JD's wanting to add more fucking pork to that thing?
Really?
I'm like, no. He's
Right.
like, let's do some really thin shaved ham and like brown it up in the skillet and put that on it too. And I'm like, it's got enough pork.
Let's make the bread out of pork.
It's got enough pork on it. And then he even thought about sausage crumbles. And I'm just like, there is enough pork on this burger. I mean, it's good.
I bet it's
Because
delicious.
it's a pork patty. And then pulled
okay.
pork and then
Okay.
bacon. Like, that's enough pork.
That's a lot of pork.
It is. And it's, I mean, people, they love it. So,
you don't really do meat though, do you?
I don't. I've had the pulled pork. The pulled pork's delicious. I just can't do that pork patty.
Patty.
I could do bacon too. It's just I'm not a big burger eater. I don't even like burger like a hamburger. So
You mean veggie burger.
I do like a veggie burger. Yeah, I sure do. Um, but yeah, we did some more pigs. We've got fish back. So
Yeah, that fish we had they used 2 podcasts ago. That was fucking delicious.
it's asked for a lot.
It's good.
And we sold out really quickly. The only thing is that coleslaw, like a lot of people order it without ordering coleslaw. What? I don't know.
They don't like coleslaw?
I don't know. The baked beans and fries is really what goes, and baked potato.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what we're really gonna stick to. But that was our food specials. We sold a lot of food on Saturday.
Nice.
And yeah, we had people here all night. It was a good night.
Nice.
It's a good night.
You posted pictures, right?
We did.
Yeah, so there's a picture taken from like back there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I was like looking for people in there I knew to see. It's like, this is a recent picture or not? No.
Yeah, that was
Okay.
Saturday. Yeah, we had some people in here.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool, yeah, 'cause it was loaded up in here.
Yeah, and I mean, we're about to open for lunch. And we keep saying that we're about to open for lunch, but I mean, we just really gotta we're doing everything by ourselves.
Yeah.
So we can't pay anybody to be in the kitchen, and he's got another job.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's been a tough go here, I mean, we're trying. We're
Heard
trying.
anything about machines yet at all? Anything new?
We're right there. We're right there for the machines, and that'll help a lot once we get those in, because people will come and they'll play. Like somebody was saying, well, it's saturated in this area, and it is. It's saturated in every area that I see. There's machines everywhere, but it's insane how much they get paid.
People go, man.
I'm telling you, it is insane. I've never seen anything like it.
I don't get it, but
Yeah, I don't really play.
I don't get it.
I think I've played in 31 years. Well, I used to say I've played about 10 times. I probably played about 20 times in 30-something years. So, that's like less than once a year.
Yeah, I've never played. And when I did the comedy show with the Hanger a couple of years ago, I was kind of shocked that they had like a whole row of them there. You just think, I don't know, it's like a college town and it's happening or whatever. And then there's a whole row of these things for people just to go watch the bright lights, and shoot their endorphins off or some shit. Somebody
Were
gets
they
off on it.
packed?
No, there wasn't nobody at them at all. Then.
Oh.
But that's why I was like, yes. The place was packed, but there was not a single person I seen the whole time on the.
Oh, right on. Yeah, we keep getting asked. if
Yeah,
we-
I've seen people come in here and ask,
Yeah, they want the machines. So yeah, we're right there.
where are you putting them? That's what last time somebody was asking.
I think we're gonna put them back here. We have to actually rewire this wall, because they're set for the stage. They're wired for the stage, and we're gonna utilize the stage.
Yeah.
So, and I was gonna ask you too, I know we're on the podcast, but I was gonna ask you too, for the comedy night, do you wanna do like an open comedy? Is it open comedy? Cause there was a person that messaged the Kit Kats page, and they were wanting to do it, and I sent them your way, but I don't know if they ever got a hold of you or not.
Not that I'm aware of.
I'll have to go back through my messages
Yeah.
and see.
Yeah.
Because they were interested in doing the open comedy, and I've actually been working
Right. Yeah. No. That's
on a couple of.
Yeah. Cause the first night we had it, I didn't know about Brian or Brandon. Or maybe Brandon didn't do it the second time. I don't remember. But yeah, I wasn't expecting them, and they was here. And I was like, hell yeah, because I know the first one I had 2 people cancel on me like the day of.
Right.
So I was like, fuck yeah, I need some people to fill some time.
Yeah, I think I can. I actually, after the podcast is over, I can show you some of the stuff that I've got. Because there's this one story. It's kind of offensive.
Oh.
So, but it's funny and it's real. It's a true story.
Okay.
So I might need your help to try to work out some of that.
No, dude, I like try encouraging people to like D-Lo, like he's told some jokes. I'm like, man, you should really. I offer to help people. Like I'll help write with you and shit if you want to do it. So I know a lot of people say they want to do it. Just do it.
So when I tell my couple stories that I do have, do I do it? I think I do okay.
Yeah, because you did like, you told it like exactly the same as whenever you sit at the table and told me that one day. So yeah.
Yeah, right on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll do that because I mean those are true stories and they are funny.
Right. Yeah, it like turns into something that I wanted to do was have like a fucking this is not happening type thing. People can just tell a fucked up story, you know.
Oh yeah. Oh, I love that.
Yeah, me too.
I think I've watched them all now.
That's where I found Leo Vaughn.
So did you?
Theo Vaughn.
Oh
my
yeah.
bad.
So did you turn Zach onto that, or Zach already knew?
I think he already knew.
Okay. Because whenever I came in here and that was on, whenever I got home, I like marathoned it. It's so good.
Yeah. I think he'd already seen him. Whenever I brought it up and we started watching him, I think he said he'd already seen him.
Oh, right on. Yeah, they're funny.
Oh yeah.
Funny. So you got anything going on with you?
Yeah. Until you just asked me, and then I couldn't think of it. Yeah, I don't know why. So I guess no. I don't have much.
We could just talk
going
about my
on.
business.
Why?
We were gonna make a commercial for it.
Yeah, we should do that. We should make a few.
Oh,
And you got an idea on a commercial?
I've got several ideas
Okay.
on a commercial. I really do, and they're well, I'll talk about it like afterwards. But I'd like to have like a classic car, or either that, or maybe an old car
Yeah.
that's not a club. I don't know. But I know that I'm going to be on a back road listening to music, and then just end up here.
Okay.
You know, something like that.
I gotcha.
And then I wouldn't mind having Casandra and maybe even Corbin or Talia if she wanted to be in the commercial, or, you know, maybe
Who's Corbin?
that is Cassandra's sister.
Okay. She was here at one of the comedy nights, I remember.
Oh.
I'll remember. I just remember making a comment about their mom on the mic.
Oh. Well. Yeah, Cassandra will be here. She gets here at 6. She'll be here because she's tending bar. So yeah, I know what is going on in here for a commercial. Oh, and Skylar asked us to be on his podcast.
We're working on standing up.
No, we're not going to do that.
Sis, Kat and
No, we're not going to do that. Yeah, we should do that. Yeah,
stand him up.
No, I don't know if his. I think his studio is here in Benton.
Doesn't he live somewhere close to here?
I think he lives in Coelho.
I've heard that place.
Yeah, and then his studio is here somewhere in Benton, and I think that's where he does his podcast. But I'm not 100% sure. I have no idea. But,
I seen one episode of it.
which one did you watch?
I think the one you sent me.
Oh, was it Jeff? Was it the guy that's in Flight Risk with him with the beard?
I don't think so.
Oh, did I might have sent you Poe.
I don't remember that. It's been a minute.
Oh, I might have sent you
I
that.
know it was good quality and all that, for sure. Better than this.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You were wanting little like some of the music that I liked of Skylar's.
Yeah.
You wanted it sent to you. What were you gonna do with it?
Listen.
Oh, listen to it.
Yeah.
Oh, I can still do that before we.
I went and listened to some on my own. I didn't know by myself.
Location Crossroads. I was really obsessed with that album when it came out, and that's his album. And there are a couple songs on things on them, and they're really good. One of them, I was on a back road. I think I've told this story before, but I was upset, and I was on a back road listening to one of his songs, and there's a part where he says run away, lightning strikes and run away, and I just burst into tears. And when music does that to a person, you know what I mean?
That's good.
That is good.
That's good.
It is good. So.
It's good.
It's good.
What's that white stuff in the fridge on top there?
White stuff?
There's like containers with white stuff.
Oh, fish.
I was like, what is it?
It's fish. Yeah, we've got a lot of food in the kitchen. Lots and
What
lots.
kind of fish is it?
What kind of fish is that, JD?
It's like catfish.
It's fucking delicious. I know that.
It's basically catfish.
Basically catfish.
Yeah, I don't know how to say it. It's like SWIA or something like that. I don't know.
Swigga?
Well, there's no G, but
Oh, word. Sorry.
yeah, it's weird. I'm not a big fish eater, so yeah, we've got.
Really? You don't like fish?
No, not really.
It's the same fish that I fixed you guys a while back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that was
same
that was
fish.
good.
Yeah,
When Joni was on.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not my. I don't like any seafood.
Really?
I don't like lobster or.
I think I've had lobster,
Clam.
but I like fried clams.
I can eat them. I've ate them before.
I'm not sure if I do like seafood or if I just like cocktail sauce. Because that's what, like, you know what I mean? When I'm like shrimp, I'm like, oh, I want that cocktail sauce.
So I
Fried
remember.
clams.
I remember one time I was went out to eat with one of my friends, and they got stuffed crabs. What they ordered, and when they served it, it came in. The stuffed crab was in the back of a full crab with the eyeballs and everything, just like looking at me, because it was like face towards me, and he was just like eating it right out of the
Yeah,
back.
I'm like,
and
go ahead
I'm
and
like,
keep the face. I don't need the face.
yeah, I was like that. I can't even.
Like when you see them barbecues and shit, where they have a whole fucking pig on a stick and shit.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's what he does.
Don't go eating now.
He does it in the ground that way. I had
It's
a
probably delicious.
pig head, chopped off pig head in my refrigerator. It was in a bag, but it was still touching my teeth, and I was so pissed off because he just fucking put that pig head in my refrigerator.
We went to go pick up the hog at the processing place, and it wouldn't fit in my cooler with the head.
Yeah.
So the guy asked me, what do you want me to do? And I said, well, let's cut the head off. And so we put the hog in the cooler. She didn't know anything was going on, and I come walking around with the hog head, and I said, here, hold this on the way home. And she's like,
No, that's not my jam. That ain't my shit.
So does the hog face have some good meat on it, or some
Yeah.
cheeks?
yeah, you have the head cheese, and
Ain't that the brain?
it is.
Okay.
I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
But they're the jaw meat and the tongue and the snout.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen snouts in like grocery stores before. I don't know about recently, but as a kid, I remember seeing like cow tongues and shit in the fucking meat aisle of the grocery store.
Yeah, I don't know, just not my jam. I don't want to eat a pig face. I don't know. But yeah, the crab with the face looking at me, or just even what is those other things? The mud bugs. What are those called? Oh, crayfish, crawfish, or whatever.
Crawfish, yeah.
Yeah, like
Chicken in the ditch.
you like
The ditch.
you like break them open and you're supposed to suck the head. You gotta suck the fucking shit out of the head or whatever.
I've used that line before. Something I never understood when I was much younger. I worked at Nemo's in Johnson City, and they would have seafood buffet Friday night, and it had crab legs or whatever, and like, dude, there's so much work put into that shit. It's like
It's so worth it.
jagged edges and shit. I'd be like, if somebody wants to pull me out a piece, I'll eat it, but that's too much work. And you get like this much meat.
I know. I know. I've ate some of the meat out of their crab leg, but no, that ain't my shit either.
I mean, it's good and shit. It's just
I don't like scallops. I just don't like seafood. I'm just not big into eating any kind of seafood. It's not my shit.
I've always liked shrimp, but again, I don't know if I like shrimp or if I like cocktail sauce.
Or like even lobster, and that's like supposed to be like top notch. Like,
Now, I seen something not real long ago that was talking about back in the day how lobster was like a straight poor people's food.
oh. Well, I don't know about all that.
Like way back in the day, because I guess you just ate what you could get.
Well, that's just like oxtail.
I hear that's good though.
Gordon Ramsay.
I've heard Joe Rogan talk about it. Okay. Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah, he's got a restaurant in St. Louis.
Does he?
Yeah, he just opened it. And actually, his sister-in-law,
Hang on, is he the one that yells?
yes, his sister-in-law ate at one. I want to say in Chicago though. It wasn't the one in St. Louis, but the one in Chicago. But she just said it was really good but overpriced. So, but I would go eat at Gordon Ramsay's. We sometimes watch Gordon Ramsay. We do Hell's Kitchen, Kitchen Nightmares.
Did he do one with a bar?
No, that's some other dude.
Okay.
John something or another. I can't think of his name right now. I don't like that show because they come in and they take dive bars or like small bars and I'm sure some of them do become successful, but you can't change somebody who wants a beer and a shot
Right.
to some sort of fruity. They're
Right.
drinking some sort of mixologist, you know.
You want some frozen wine slushy?
Yeah. Well, we've got a frozen wine slushie.
No, I want some fucking Slug Reserve.
Yeah, like they just want, you know, most of everybody here. I mean, some of the girls want maybe more fruity, but most everything is just like a shot and a beer, you know, or Jack and Coke, just
Yeah.
something real simple. So if your bartender don't know how to make a whatever, I remember whenever I was working out at Hey Carl's, there was some kids coming. They were young and like in their early 20s, and they were ordering drinks that I hadn't heard since the 90s. Like they were like, "Do you know how to? Can you get me a kamikaze?" And I'm like, "A kamikaze? Like I haven't made one of those since. I mean, I'll give it a go, but
Didn't you used to be able to get those in like the silver shaker things or whatever? Wasn't it kamikaze? Is it clear?
well, I mean, there's all different kinds
Ah, okay.
of kamikazes, but yeah,
I guess you can probably get whatever you want, huh?
Yeah, or like they were ordering like old fashions. Well, who the hell orders that? Nobody. Or the Moscow Mule.
They must be
Like,
drinking with their parents.
We have not even their parents because their parents are my age now. You know what I
Right,
mean?
But they would have drank that in the 90s.
Yeah, but not me. That was like old school people were drinking that shit in the 90s.
Right.
Like I was making it for old people. So it would be like what their grandparents
I
drank.
guess that's why I know about it, just because it was around, you know?
Yeah.
It was an option there.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of some of the. I mean, they were just like pulling out like a Harvey Wallbanger. Like nobody orders that. You know?
Alabama Slammers, people still drink that, don't they?
Yeah, actually, we had a couple of people order it. Dave, Sally's Dave, he was ordering it the other night. I told him though, I was like, we don't have any Southern Comfort, and I bartender, oh my God, they'll look like they're having the best time ever, but I guarantee you that they are not. And if they have to hear that song one more time, you know what I mean? But they'll know every word and they'll sing and dance to it and smile, and that's customer service. That's a good bartender, you know. But
Put
it's
on your
not.
game face.
It is a game face because it's not. And then once they get in there and they're like, oh shit, this is actual work. Yeah, motherfucker, it's work.
Oh yeah.
It's work. Your body is gonna, if you're
Yeah.
working a busy bar, your body is gonna hurt when you're done. You know, it's, and you make your money because bartender is basically, they're working for tips.
Right.
You know, that's why they say the bartender's not in love with you. They're not. They're very nice to you, but they're not in love with you.
They're making eye contact.
Well, except for JD's case. Guess the bartender.
Ah.
I broke the rule with him. Because
Uh-oh.
I wasn't gonna, I didn't, if I met you at the bar, I wouldn't date you. It was just like part of my,
I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
and I met him at the bar, and I ended up dating him anyway.
Look at you now.
I know, it's like the longest one night stand ever.
I tried to invent the 2-night stand, but kept stubbing my toe. What bar did you guys meet at?
Well, he says that he knew me from City Limits, but I remember him
Oh,
from,
so he was already on his radar.
yeah, but I remember him from American Legion, but I worked at both bars at the same time. But do you remember that, JD? You said that you came in and I was working day shift in City Limits when the bar was the old school way. Yeah, but I didn't remember you from then. I remember you from American Legion.
That's when he
I
started
don't think
tipping.
we talk much as never people
No.
find out.
Yeah, right on.
Are you even a drinker, JD?
What's that?
You even a drinker?
Not like I used to be.
Ah, I got you.
Yeah, I don't drink that much.
I don't either. I drink when I come here. I'm not now, you know, so.
You can have a drink.
Nah,
Are you fixing food back there? No.
Just did all the dishes.
Oh, right on.
You left the water on,
What?
like a pretty good stream of water going.
What?
The sink was overflowed into the
Oh
other
no.
thing.
Oh, I didn't know.
You'll know when we get the water bill.
Did not know.
You think, being a woman, she'd know how to do dishes, wouldn't you?
I don't know.
palm olive. Keep your hands. Remember when that was a thing?
It is. I've got dry hands.
You want to wash dishes with this because it moisturizes your hands, please.
I need to moisturize them before Cassandra gets here.
Was she gonna call you out on it?
No.
What are you
Well,
gonna do?
maybe.
What are you gonna do before she gets here then?
I don't know why I said that.
I want her to see me like this.
I don't want her to see my hands dry. No, I think
Yeah,
it's
she got
because I
this.
looked up at the clock and I was like, wow, it's
Ah.
already 5:53.
Ain't that clock a little fast?
It's bar time.
10 minutes fast.
It is bar time. If we don't have anything else to talk about, well, except for our Richard Simmons poster that we got up there.
Dick Simmons. Dick Simons.
Then I guess we can wrap it on up.
Okay.
Unless you want to say, you got something to say.
I'm kind of blah.
Yeah, you're not your talkative
Yeah,
self.
no, I got off work and I went home and I took a nap. I didn't think I took a nap, but whenever I got up, I had like a little bit of drool down my face. I was like, yeah, he definitely fell out there. So I don't know, I'm just kind of blah.
I wish you could come to the drag show.
Friday.
You probably got your son. You know. Saturday you can come see Skylar.
I'll have my boy.
You'll have your son. I figured you would when
Yeah.
Cassandra asked.
And it's not like, oh, I can't because I got my kid. Like, I could totally be like, hey, I ain't gonna get out there that knew anything, so, you know.
Yeah, I feel you there. I feel you there.
One of these days I'll have a job that I ain't got to be at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and, you know, I can have him during the week. I just ain't got nowhere to take him at 4 o'clock in the morning when I go to work, when school's not open until probably 7, so.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, do you like that overnight kind of job?
Yeah, yeah. I kind of, I only really have to be in like 4 or 2 nights a week, but I realized last week that I kind of look forward to it. I don't know why.
Well, God, your day is over, and it's still like really early.
Oh yeah, I get like 8 hours in by noon. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that is nice.
It is. It is. I hated it. I don't know if I hated it or not, but it's nice because you're alone. You don't have people around you for most of the day, and I don't know. I just have my headphones in. I just fucking jam, dude. I just jam, and I don't stop. So
Yeah, I like that.
don't stop moving, and I don't even think about it. Fucking 5 hours is just gone.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh shit, I'm about out of here.
yeah, I like that too.
Yeah. So it's to the point where I find stuff to do. Like, cause I'll get my shit done, and I just add more stuff to myself, and I don't know. I never used to be a good worker. I used to be the guy that would show up and do just enough to keep my job. Never got a raise because I never did more. You know what I mean? I've had like 5 raises in a year at this job. I had 4 raises in like the first 6 months.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
like, oh wow, I must be doing something, right?
Yeah, right on.
So yeah. And I mean, it sounds like I make a bunch of money until you realize that minimum wage is $15 an hour. I seen a post. You know how Facebook has your memories or whatever?
Oh, yeah.
I posted 13 years ago today that I wish they'd quit raising minimum wage because they're trying to get it up to $10.65. That was 13 years ago today.
Wow.
And now it's 15.
Wow.
So,
Wow. Well, I think people need to get paid their worth. I remember whenever they were raising it the last time, and I was all for it, you know, and they were like, oh, but McDonald's workers, they never make my order correct. They don't need that much money for minimum wage, but I'm,
well then quit going there.
yeah, and then they're like, and that would make them get paid the same as a nurse
Yeah.
or a CNA. And I'm like, well, raise the CNA just because.
Yeah.
I mean, let's raise the CNA.
People jump my ass whenever I say I'm against raising minimum wage. And it's not for the fact that I don't want people to get more money. It's just everything's going to cost more. And say you raise minimum wage $1, everybody in the state should get $1 more. I mean, that's only right, right? But I don't know. I don't think that happens. I don't know. It may,
No, it would
but
just
I don't
be-
know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like a CNA should get $1 more if they
Yeah.
raise it.
If
Yeah.
whatever you raise it, everybody should get that.
Yeah.
Because-
no, yeah, that's not how that works.
That's what I thought.
Like some people were getting really upset because they had worked at a company for a really long time, and they're, you know, that they were maxed out at what minimum wage got raised to. So then they just started off where Joe Schmo that just started. Now they all make the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, that would piss me off.
That's what whenever minimum wage jumped $1, I think, didn't it jump $1 on January 1st or whatever? Like a few days later, I went to and asked, like, so does everybody here get $1 raise, or? And they're like, you should already got a raise. And I was like, oh, should I have? I was like, nobody told me that. And they're like, did you look at your check stub? And I was like, no. And they're like, well, look at it. So we already talked about this, and you should already have a raise. I was like, oh, okay, cool.
And did you have a raise?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Probably a few weeks before it happened, so. So yeah.
Well, that's a good company then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they're good people. Of course, you get some people in every job that don't want to work and yada yada and different things, but
So are you gonna stay after the podcast and watch us flow
I probably will for a little bit, but I'm probably gonna call it an early night.
since you fell asleep with drool?
I showered since. Yeah, no, I got off a little bit earlier today, like an hour early, so I was like, man, I could use a nap. I was like, I'm just gonna lay down. And I did. Like I said, I must have fell asleep because I had drool. I felt it like dried on my right hand. So I was like, yeah, it must have happened. I have real issues whenever I have like I had 2 hours before I had to get ready for this. So like if I think about it at all, I wouldn't sleep. It's probably been 20 minutes since that, so you got an hour and 40 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
But I didn't do that shit today. I was just like, just lay down, and if it don't happen, you're fine. But I think I was pretty blah before that too, so I don't think it helped or hurt.
You don't get seasonal depression, do you?
I don't think so, but I probably do. Because I know December's really rough. And I don't really realize it until like January hits and like, I'm tired, I feel like this. Like, I don't just sound like that, I feel like that.
So Christmas doesn't, like, get your spirits up?
No.
No?
No.
Yeah, JD hates it.
Well, my daughter died 12 days before Christmas, so that just kind of reminds me of that time of year.
Oh.
But I don't hate that time of year or nothing like that, you know. I like the lights and all that, but I didn't grow up in a family where we got like Christmas gifts and shit, you know what I mean? Because we was poor. Like I remember one Christmas, and this is hilarious. People's like, "Oh my God, Jody, I'm so sorry." I'm like, dude, it's hilarious. But I remember one year, I got a brother that's 3 years older than me, and like my dad got us like this little race car set, like a remote control race car set, and that's all we got. And he didn't wrap it; he just put it under the tree. No big fucking deal. We was pumped we got anything, you know. It wasn't. We sit there having fun playing, and my mom and dad just fighting and yelling and screaming. I don't remember who did what now, so that must have been like a blocked in my mind. But one of them threw the Christmas tree out the back door. The other one lit it on fire. So for like, here was snow and shit. We got this big plastic green melt in the backyard of the Christmas tree. And it was there for a long time because it was a melted plastic Christmas tree in part of the ground then. But it was fucking hilarious. But people were like, "Oh my God, Jody." Like, no, it's fun.
So after my family, after we were all adults, I think my sister might have still been a teenager, but all the rest, John was over 18, and so was I. I remember Christmas, and I love my mom. I love my mom, I do. But I remember she wrapped. It's funny, right?
Yeah.
She wrapped bread and butter pickles. So I got a jar of bread and butter pickles under the tree, and then my brother had a red. It was painted red, and it was a red stick, and that red stick was everything. It was a drumstick. It was a flute. It was a saxophone.
It was a
It was a
gun.
baseball. Yeah.
Yeah.
We laughed our asses off and had like the best time over the silliest thing. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And yeah, I don't remember what else. I think she got me. Do you remember that bald lady that was like? She was like, did that workout, the insane workout.
Oh yeah. I forgot about her.
Yeah, she got me a DVD of that to work out to because I was trying to lose weight or whatever. She got wrapped that for me. I just remember like unwrapping it and looking at it going, oh.
I forgot about that lady, man. Yeah, she was hardcore.
Yeah. I don't remember her
She's
name.
no Richard Simmons though.
Yeah, I sweat into the oldies. I would have sweated into the oldies. Yeah, that would have been a great gift, you know. But I just remember that Christmas because, I love giving for Christmas. I do. Even if it's just something little bitty.
I just hate the whole gift aspect of fucking Christmas.
Yeah.
It's so mandatory. what it's about. Like, no, it's not. It is now.
Yeah, I do. I like maybe just like little things like I don't know, like a little. It could all be from the Dollar Tree. Like I don't even care. But like a little spa set, if somebody gives it to me, I'm like, oh, thank you, because that means they thought about me and they're giving me.
Yeah.
And it could just be $5 or $3 or whatever, but it's still something, you know.
Right.
And I like that too. I like doing that. Whether it's like a little chapstick and maybe a face mask.
Yeah.
Like that makes me happy.
I hate having to think about, oh, this person, this person, this person, this person.
Oh, JD's a big Grinch. He don't like it at all. And he doesn't shop until like the day before. He picks the worst day. And he tries to buy all this stuff like on Christmas Eve. Like
I say we start a holiday that's like, I don't know, a couple days after Christmas. So that way everything's on sale.
yeah, well, Festivus for the rest
That's
of
the
us.
23rd.
Oh. I didn't know that.
23rd.
I'll do Festivus.
Hell yeah. Where's your aluminum pole?
That'll be this year.
Kit
this
Kat,
Christmas.
Kit Kat's Festivus.
Yeah,
Hell
Festivus
yeah.
for the rest of us. Well, I mean, we do everything else weird.
Right, you'd probably be shocked how many people might show up for that. To air their grievances on drag.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you have to air your grievances. Yeah, let's do Festivus for the rest of us.
We totally should.
That is
Let's
fun.
see what year or what day Festus falls on this year.
That's so funny. Yeah.
So did you watch the Super Bowl at all?
No, I haven't. I still don't know who played, and I still haven't seen the half
Interesting.
show.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask you about the halftime show.
So I saw that you were gonna look it up and watch it.
Yeah, like it was 12, 13 minutes long. Like, I don't know what was going on the first, because you don't, have you ever seen a halftime show?
Yeah, Prince was the best.
Right,
I
but
saw
that-
Lady Gaga. I thought hers sucked, but I'm not. a
Every
Lady Gaga
halftime
fan.
show sucks. Prince was like the only good one ever. That was it.
I
All the
agree.
rest of them suck.
I agree with that.
Every once in a while there'll be like somebody in the group of people. Like a few years ago it was Katy Perry, Red Hot Chili Peppers, and Missy Elliott. Missy Elliott did really good, I thought. Red Hot Chili Peppers sucked.
Did they suck?
Yeah, because
I didn't see it.
they don't. Super Bowl halftime shows are not relevant acts. It's always like washed up, fucking The Who, like in the '80s or some shit. You know, it's like
Or didn't Metallica do one?
I don't think so.
Okay,
I don't think
know.
so.
I don't know. I don't watch sports. I don't know.
I don't think so.
I mean,
It's
we
usually
could-
like
I mean, we could look up like halftime shows or whatever.
I think Michael Jackson did one, and I'm
Oh, that
sure
was probably
I'm sure
good.
that was good. I mean, it was good, but it wasn't Prince. Whitney Houston had one.
I wouldn't watch that.
Seems like that's where she sung. No,
I would watch Missy Elliott.
dude, she was good. I mean, that's probably been 9 years ago. Wow, I thought it was a couple years ago.
I'd probably be dancing.
She didn't. It was. You don't remember the shark?
No.
Katy Perry had like 2 sharks dancing behind her, and somehow somebody got the gig and didn't learn the dance.
Oh.
So there's somebody like behind her in a shark uniform doing not the choreographed dance.
Oh, I have no
Okay,
idea.
yeah.
Oh wait, didn't Justin Timberlake rip off?
No, yeah, Janet Jackson.
Was that Super Bowl?
Yes.
Okay, and we got the nipple shot.
Yeah, and that's been like 20 years ago.
Justin Timberlake was probably good. He's good. I
Yeah.
like Justin Timberlake.
He actually did the Super Bowl just a couple of years ago.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay, still Prince is the best.
Yeah, yeah, but dude, they suck. It's always fucking washed up, you know, like
do you know
Madonna.
do you know who the teams were? Because I don't.
The Chiefs and the Eagles. I actually watched the first half of it. Then I had to be up 4 o'clock in the morning Monday. So it was like 30 something to nothing at halftime. So
Oh, that's bad. Probably.
Oh,
That
yeah.
sounds bad.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I wouldn't know that either.
Taylor Swift's boyfriend's team got the butt kicked.
I just like I watch a lot of sumo.
I see you post that. That's how you watch
I like sumo wrestling. Baruto.
Baruto.
Oh, he's from Estonia. He is
Ah.
badass. Badass, yeah.
So anyways, the halftime show was Kendrick Lamar. who's a young black man, an artist. He's a fucking,
Never heard of
he's
him.
an artist.
No.
Really?
Yeah, I've never
He's
heard of
like, he's like considered one of the best ever. I mean, he's maybe a decade into it, maybe. He's
Oh,
from Compton.
shit. I don't know.
He's from
Maybe if
Compton.
you played a song, I might know.
You might not. Well, I'm sure you've never heard, sit down, little bitch, be humble.
No.
You never heard that? You never heard,
No, you can play it
bitch
for
don't
me
kill
later.
my vibe. Bitch don't kill my vibe.
No.
Which is like, I can't stand a song, but, he's got some good songs. He's got one he did on Saturday Night Live a few years ago with a band and shit called and it's all about how he loves himself, and it's like how you should like yourself and shit, and it was fucking great performance. But last night, or the Super Bowl, like, he had an album that came out 2024, and it was a diss album to Drake, if you know who Drake is,
I've heard of Drake.
who's not a rapper, and somehow he's got like some of the all-time most best-selling rap songs, greatest rap songs ever. Never listened to him, never would. He was a child actor. He was on Degrassi.
Oh, I know that kid.
He's the one that he got shot or something, believe, and he was in a wheelchair in the show eventually.
I didn't watch the show. I think
Okay.
my little sister watched it.
Okay. I didn't either, but
I'm too old for that.
But like Kendrick's put out a fucking diss album to him, and like there's one song. I don't really know any of the songs that came from that album, but there's one song where he's talking about Drake could have struck up a chord. I bet it's A minor, because evidently he's been linked to some youngins.
Oh.
So yeah, and so he's like walking in the fucking in the Super Bowl thing, you know, walking doing his thing, and he just looks, stops and looks right at the camera and goes, "Hey Drake." And I mean, it was like real fucking. It's like,
Maybe I should watch it after the podcast. Maybe I'll watch
well,
it.
like I said, it was like 12, 13 minutes. Like the first 4 minutes, I didn't know the songs. He rapped kind of fast. So I see a bunch of people. I seen a bunch of people as soon as they announced it's him that was going to be whatever a month or so ago. People's already posted, "I'm not watching it. I'm not watching it. It's going to be awful. I'm not watching it." I don't know why. But of course, people immediately posted it was the worst halftime show ever. The microphone, there was something kind of going on, hey, with it, like the first 4 minutes, where his vocals sounded way too isolated from the music. It didn't join together. But then he kicked into a song, and it fucking picked up and went. And I thought it was, from then on, it was good.
Right on.
But, yeah, it's like fucking young black man. So people's on that, they got to be like, "Oh, that sucks.
I think I'll watch it.
It sucks."
I think I'll watch it.
He did a good fucking job.
Yeah,
What's up, girl?
Hi.
You made it.
I
To
saw
work.
you brought some hula hoops.
Yeah, I did.
Scoodle scoops.
I brought my wider one because even the smaller one, like, I can't hardly spin and hoop with it too. You have to like turn while you're doing it.
It's like wearing a belt.
Literally. Well, I have one too that's like this big and it's just like a trick hoop, but I'm like, I'll probably lose this thing. I
Oh
don't
shit.
know.
What kind of tricks you do with it?
All kinds of cool tricks, you know, bow hunting skills.
Bow hunting skills.
You know, I'm Napoleon Dynamite.
You know that it's cool tricks when you ask what kind of tricks, and they're like, "Oh, you know, cool tricks." There's not even a fucking name for them.
So did you watch the halftime show?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you watch the game?
Just because my dad wanted to, but no.
Right on.
Yeah, I did watch the game. It was trash.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't
It
even
was
know who played
bad.
until.
Yeah, I
It
watched it
wasn't
all halftime.
bad. Seriously, like sometimes, what is it? KC, who's that?
Chiefs.
Chiefs. Okay, yeah. Sometimes, like literally, someone would run by him and they'd be like this, and they just run past him, and it's like, look like you're not even trying right now. What are you doing?
Maybe they weren't trying.
Did it not look like they would run past him sometimes, and it'd be like they'd like act like they weren't even trying to tackle him, and you're like, what are you doing?
I know it was like 30-0 or something at halftime.
At the very end, they like started actually playing, but like there was just like a catch that wasn't caught, and it was like
yeah,
right in
I've
his
seen
hands.
a couple
That
of
was
those,
bad. Yeah, they just like weren't even like having good defense or offense.
And so did you know the performer that was the halftime
already knew what was going on. Yeah, when he was performing, I was looking at my dad. I was like, "This is a diss on Donald Trump. I'm pretty sure." And then
Drake.
Oh, was it?
it was
Drake.
Drake too, but it was all also political
Yeah,
because
because they had Samuel L. Jackson come out and like he was being Uncle Sam.
and everything, all their choreography was like red, white, and blue, and
Yeah.
yeah, that's why I was like looking at right as soon as it came on. My dad's like, this.
I mean,
Well,
said,
this
this sucks.
He did. And Byron McLaren was there. They're both at my house, and they were like, "Yeah, I hate that rock rap." I'm like, "Well, you like Snoop Dogg?" And Dad's like, "Not really." And I was like, "What about Dr. Dre?" And Byron's like, "Yeah, I like Dr. Dre." I said, "Well, if Dr. Dre was up there, you'd like it, so shut the fuck up."
Yeah,
And I was
Dr.
like,
Dre's the one that produces Kendrick's music. Well, I don't know if he does now, but he did. when he
Well,
first
like
started.
NWA too. I'm like, if there was those rappers, you would like it. And he was like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Okay, shut up." And
Yeah.
there was like the end of that, but yeah, I already knew he was dissing for sure because I mean it was all like a lot of colored people too and stuff like that. I think they're just like making a statement
Yeah,
that
they were.
I think they were making a statement that like he's one of a huge rapper in America and like
He's good.
I
He's
never
good.
heard of him.
He's
Isn't that
good.
off? I know. I didn't know who he was.
He's from Compton.
Or I still don't.
You know the song "Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe"?
That's what
No,
I said.
I don't know.
Okay, everyone, that's the like mainstream song, but like my favorite album of his is called "Damn," and I was like in high school when it came out, so he's been out a long.
Yeah, like a decade.
Maybe if
Way
you
before
play
that.
something, at me as a bartender might have heard his
Yeah,
music.
maybe not though. I don't know.
And then
Maybe
just
not.
don't know that
I'll
that's...
play the. You probably haven't heard the Damn album, but I'll let you listen to the whole thing because I'm sure you'll
I
love
like
it.
I and King Kunta. That's the song that I first heard by him. Bitch Don't Kill My Vibes kind of,
Just mainstream, everyone knew.
yeah,
when
it fits
came
in
out.
with all the rest of that shit that came out that time. That was like kind of mumble.
I mean, I'll listen to it. I'd like to watch the halftime show because I haven't seen it.
What shocked me is he was wearing pants that like I wore in the 90s. You'll see it and be like, oh, I had them pants too. They're like
She
kind of,
wears those.
there's
pants.
kind of tight and they're kind of flared at the bottom, kind of belt.
They're just
bottom,
like
really.
regular jeans, like blue jeans.
Oh, yeah.
Not
yeah.
like flare blue jeans, like low rise on
Oh,
those.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
see, I have a weird thing when I do wear blue jeans.
She
I
likes
like
to
'em-
step on the bottom of the jeans.
I like to step on them. I like
No,
'em
that's how
over-
he was wearing them.
Yes, I like them over the top of my shoe,
I
and
do
I
that
like the
too.
back of them ratted.
Or
from
always
me
have
stepping
muddy.
on 'em.
Yeah, I don't like it wet. I don't like it wet. I would like,
I don't like it wet.
I'll cut
Jody, see,
my
that's part of your
pants here.
problem.
I'll cut my pants here to like here so it'll go over my.
Oh, right on. Yeah, I like. Well, mine just naturally.
Oh my
frizz 'cause I
gosh.
constantly step on
Took it
it.
to a whole nother level.
That's right.
You're like a trim.
Well, I
pants.
see people do that. They'll cut them so they don't step on the back of them. But I do like my pants to hit the top of my shoe. Because if they
Right.
don't, I feel
Me
like
too.
I'm like ding dong, bell bottom, or high water.
No, and some people like my legs are so long, so it's hard for me to
Wow,
wear
yeah.
like flare jeans. Hi. It's hard for me to wear flare jeans anyway, so I'm always looking. That's what I said about these pants when I was leaving. I was looking at Jake. I'm like, these look really high. He's like, no, they're fine. I'm like, I don't know. When I walk, there's it's almost my heels showing. So
He's like, you look really high.
yes, that's funny.
Yeah. Do you want something to eat?
No, I just ate.
Oh, okay.
What'd you eat?
I
Beef
made
sprout?
so. I went to Cape Girardeau for Valentine's Day, and there was a
I saw those pictures. They were
It's
great.
so cute. Homestead Market, I think it was, or something, and I got a block of American cheese and
A bucket?
a block. And then I made like a homemade steak Cancun, and it was delicious. Yes. Are you staying tonight?
For a little
For a
while.
little bit, not too late.
We'll listen. We'll listen to the rapper guy. I probably will like him.
I'll
If
play
it's-
the
if
I'll
it's
play
like
the
dance
whole damn
music.
album.
I know some people's automatically like right out the bat, so like I couldn't understand a word he said. Which
Okay.
there was a lot of it I didn't understand either.
Did you watch the Mike Tyson fight twice?
Not twice.
Did you watch it whenever it like aired?
Yeah.
Okay, I watched it a second time, and that's after they had time to like edit it and stuff, and you can hear everyone talk way clearly. There's no
Oh,
like
shit.
background noise. Yeah. There's stuff that what's his name said, not Mike Tyson, but the other one.
Jake.
Yeah, there's stuff that he said that they made it to where you couldn't hear him say that was like really inappropriate, and like he like had said afterwards, you know what I mean? Like he was just talking shit basically.
Yeah.
So they like bleeped some of that out. It didn't bleep it, but it's just where the focus of the sound is on something different.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming if you like, I've heard clips of the halftime show and it already sounded different from whenever.
Really?
Because they're probably just taking the more like sound from the microphone, and there's probably other places getting.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm.
Okay.
Interesting.
I know. Technology, man, it's on a rise.
Well, like I said, the first like 4 minutes, I don't know, the vocals sounded weird. Like they were not part of the music.
Is this
It's
look
like
high?
separated.
See, it is too high for me, for sure.
Not by much.
But
Don't cut you
I
back to
like
your-
when I'm stepping
I
on the
don't know,
bottom.
but your ass looks great.
I know, I've been working out.
Not bad.
I've been trying to get
Not bad.
186 grams of protein a day, and that's like impossible.
186.
That's what I got my whole body scanned, and that's what I need to to gain muscle at like a regular rate with me working out and exercising.
Oh,
186. Oh my God, it's impossible.
That's a
I'm just
lot.
like eating
Straight meat.
fuck ton of meat,
Yeah.
taking the meat like it is. That's how you get a big butt. You gotta take the meat.
Take the meat.
Nice ass. I used to have one when I was in my 20s.
Riding bikes.
Is it your birthday?
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
All right, let's listen to the rapper guy.
All right, we done
and
here?
this part, yeah, and eat some food because I haven't ate
Go
today.
eat some
I need
burger.
to quit doing that.
All right, peace out. Number 8.
Number 8.
Some results may skin.